everyone. Today I will discuss about the 21st century era in history of English literature.
Alright, let me introduce myself. My name is Annisa Rizki. I'm a student from English Literature Department Malabarmang University. I think that's enough for me, so let's get into the materials.
21st century era started after the end of the 20th century around 2000 and still happening until now. In this era, the reputations of writers and their works come and go, ebb and flow, change and are reshaped over time. This has always been the case, and a writer who is out of favor today might be championed, rediscovered, and celebrated again tomorrow. There are many events that mark this era, such as in September 11, 2001, Twin Towers in New York attacked by terrorists. These attacks had a huge impact in every sense, emotionally, culturally, politically, all over the world. In 2003, Iraq War begins. In 2009, Barack Obama elected as the first U.S. African American president, and many more events that happened in this era. Many of the major writers of the final decades of the 20th century era have continued to expand their range and achievements in this era. In this era, due to the progress of the times, many women writers have started their career as writers. Women writers have started to be free to write literary works, unlike the ancient times, which were always underestimated. Even today, the reputation of female writers can rival those of male writers. Let's talk about the literature in this era. For the novel in this era, because of the attack of Twin Tower in 2001, many writers in that era began to use the attack as a reference. How has literature captured the violence into it? And it can also be a new kind of narrative, or sometimes government-led, or about threats to the very fabric of society. There are also many novels that describe modern society into it. So, besides that, there are also many literary works that raise perception of politics, of violence, of international interdependence, of gender, of poverty and wealth, and all of these issues that have undergone some pretty radical shifts in the Western world. Genre fiction is the term that also popular in this era, also known as popular fiction, is a term used in the book trade for fictional works written with the intent of fitting into a specific literary genre. In order to appeal to readers and fans already familiar with that genre and have used the wide range of genres available to produce some of the most socially involved, politically charged, and experimental fictions of our time. For the poetry in this era, it has flourished, with some poets becoming very significant public figures. Many are, of course, turn into the changing five, but poetry often distances itself from the quotidian, probing the eternal values, although often from the stimulus of actual present day events. Poetry is often seen as the genre that can come closest to the true rendering of nature. Poetry at this time also brings together the influence of tradition and the need to find new words for new experiences. For drama in this era, there is the term political drama. A political drama can describe a play, film, or TV program that has a political component, whether reflecting the author's political opinion or describing a politician or series of political events. Playwrights using documentary and historical evidence and nothing new for writing this kind of play. Since the turn of the millennium, there has been a flourishing new drama for the theater as well as for television and the cinema. Drama has had something of a golden age. Drama has been able to resonate more immediately with the five, to give voice, verbatim and otherwise, to the urgent social concerns of the new century. These are the writers and their works at the 21st century era. There is Martin Amis with Lionel Ashbrook, State of England, and Salman Rushdie with Fury. Also, J.K. Rowling with her Harry Potter series. After knowing about the 21st century era, I can conclude and learn that by seeing that the world continues to develop and with the many technologies that continue to evolve around us, literary works are also growing, and writers from time to time have begun to be free to determine what genre they will apply to their work and freely enter their voice and thought into their works. With so many genres that exist now, literary works have continued to show their fame until now, and literary lovers or the reader can also freely choose their favorite genre to read and not be limited by just a few genres. And that's all for me. I'm sorry if there are any mistakes such as wrong information or my English or even my pronunciation. Thank you for your attention. Good luck everyone.